Yo, we're here. We're existing. Hi world. What is the happening? So here we are, doing stuff. So no one's here yet. Should I remind the quota of people's? So, yeah, today we're gonna be reading my most popular fanfiction. I sent the link to you guys. Why aren't you responding? Gosh darn it. I'm here. No one uses that group chat anymore. Wow. The camera's up there. Sorry, I'm used to filming on my phone, and this is on my computer. No one's here. Yay. Well, anyway, today we'll be reading, and I will be reacting to my most popular fanfiction on the internet. It's probably going to be extremely cringy. Okay. Beautiful. I published this on Quotev first, and I recently put it all on Wattpad. It's called Lane Boy. It's got like 3,000 reads. It's a lot of people. Okay, so my brother just sat down in front of me. No one's here. Sad. Okay, so the first chapter is called Stay in Your Lane, Boy. Of course it is. I'm a piece of trash. Okay. Also, sorry, I'm very sick, and I know that someone's gonna point that out in the comments. If anyone even comes. Okay, so let's get started. Joshua William Dunn knew he wasn't popular, and he was fine with that. Oh, did I forget to mention that it was a Joshua fanfiction that I wrote? Which is probably always going to be so cringy when I actually read it. Joshua William Dunn knew that he wasn't popular, and he was fine with that. He was an emo with nose ring, gauged ears, a lip ring, and the straightened, pushed across fringe to complete the look. He straightened his hair every morning, as naturally it was very curly, and as brown as his chocolate eyes. That's a reference that anyone who's ever read a Joshua fic gets. His wardrobe had consisted of band tees and skinny jeans for a fairly long time, and everyone who knew him got used to his habits. Not that there were many of them, because something about Josh kept him from meeting new people. His anxiety. Okay, so this is the best chapter that I wrote of this story. And also, it starts out really angsty and then gets less angsty and more fluffy. I'm also planning on writing a beginner's guide to fanfiction at some point. No one's here. I'm sad and lonely. He's had this problem since he was a child. They called him an introvert, which is very different from having severe anxiety. Josh wanted to talk to people, he just couldn't. Something in his brain said, what if they hate you? What if you say your words wrong? His mind would fill with what ifs, so many that seemed so likely in his head that he couldn't bring himself to say a simple hi. Of course, he's now popular. He came to the kitchen one morning, greeted by his loving mother. "Good morning, Joshy," Laura greeted. "Salutations," Josh replied, sitting down with a bowl of cereal in front of him. "What does that mean?" she asked. "It means greetings," Josh replied. "Salutations just sounds fancier." Laura laughed. "You've always been one like that, Josh," she teased, pinching his cheek. "Mom," he replied. "Make sure to drive your sisters to school," Laura reminded him. "I won't forget, Mom," Josh replied, putting on his backpack. "Ashley, Abigail," he called, and the two sisters came running down the stairs ready for school. They got into Josh's car, which used to be his dad's, but it was old, but it still ran. So Josh used it to drive himself and his little sisters to school. He waved them off to their middle school and started off to his. Oh, wow. Reading this out loud makes it sound a whole lot cheesier. Though people liked it, I should read some of the comments on it. Is anyone coming? Gosh, only Simon is here. Only Simon is here. S? Should I just call you S? Simon is a pretty common name.
True.
Why should I call you Sam? You said like 3 weeks ago you didn't like being called Salmon.
I know. Just 3 more. I'm trying to go to sleep.
No, it's not a story you sleep to.
Oh.
Just making sure that people come here. If you're watching this after the fact, it's going to seem really weird. Yep, people are here. No one's here still. So let's go back to reading that fan fiction. Josh walked inside and saw the basketball team practicing through the gymnasium doors. He managed to catch the eyes of a tall boy who looked oddly similar to the coach. Tyler Robert Joseph, basketball captain, son of the coach. Tyler was a jock who had no place with dorks like Josh. Josh had seen Tyler with the kids who were total jerks towards his friend. Tyler hadn't done anything, but Josh had always associated him with them. Now, Josh didn't know that Tyler hated when they did this. He was only on the basketball team because of family pressures, and he didn't consider the people on the team his friends. His father was the coach, and for all the work he'd put in as a kid, team captain was somewhat worth it. What Tyler really wanted was music. His mother had gotten him a keyboard for Christmas one year, and he'd fallen in love with it. He would spend hours in his room experimenting with chords, playing songs he already knew. Music was like a catharsis for him, though he wouldn't call it that. Josh continued walking down the hallways until he found his friend, Jones. Her name was Lovely Jones, but she preferred Jones. Doesn't sound like her mom was a hippie, which she was. "Salutations, Jones," he said. "Greetings, Thesaurus," she replied. She called him this whenever he greeted her with salutations, which was quite often. "What's happened?" he asked her. "Nothing, as usual," Jones answered. "Things don't happen. We do things." I forgot I wrote that, actually. Wow. During history, Tyler sat down beside Josh. "I saw you watch me practice," Tyler said. "Oh, you did?" Josh managed to say, anxiety and what ifs flooding his mind. He could feel the sweat on his face. I gotta fix that. That's a typo. Then he had, that's also another typo, the courage to finally ask, Why are your friends so mean to Jones? You mean the basketball team? They're not my friends, Tyler answered. As for why they're mean to your friend, she's an easy target. She's emo and depressed. Easy to get a reaction out of. Oh, the reason I wrote that was because I was actually told that as a kid. I was told that it was easy to get a reaction out of. People picked on me. Or just, like, mean. Why are you always with the basketball team then? Josh asked, confused. I'm the captain. I have to be. Tyler answered, it's the way high school works. The way high school works. Josh thought, man, high school sucked. I'm only in junior high and I already wrote that. Only 10 minutes into this. We're already 10 minutes in and no one's here. Sad. And lonely. Please say that someone's coming. My gosh. No one's coming. I mean, even Simon left. That's my brother's name, but, like, you don't know my last name, so you can't take me, you can't find me and my brother. Plus, I'm not that easy to find on the internet. At lunch, Josh grabbed Jones and went off looking for Tyler. He didn't know why he wanted to find Tyler. He just did. When Josh found himself where the basketball team sat, Jones started pulling him away. Josh had his eyes on Tyler and would not pull them away. Tyler looked confused, seeing as Josh had brought Jones with him. What are you doing here? Asked one of them, who Josh knew was Keith Downing. Now, Keith Downing was a total jerk. By far the meanest of the basketball players, he came towards Josh, his tall stature intimidating the relatively short boy. Yes, Josh. He's kind of short. I'm still really short, though. Josh said, filled with anxiety. He couldn't bring himself to say anything at all, but the stern eye continued. Keith got closer, looking down on him, and said, if you came to see us, you've got to stay in your lane, boy. And that's what I wanted to do for the entire thing, but it didn't work, because the important conversation hasn't happened yet. But that was chapter 1. Already sad and lonely. Should I read the next chapter or should I wait? I'll read it. There are 14 chapters of this. Chapter 2, Don't Trust a Perfect Person. It starts right where we left off. Josh finally listened to Jones's pull and went with her, no matter how much he wanted to see Tyler. Why'd you take me there? She asked. I wanted to see the captain, Josh answered, and hung his head only slightly. Tyler Joseph? Jones was confused. Josh had never cared about anyone on the basketball team, let alone the captain. He talked to me in history. Told me why they bully you. Holy crap. This is going to be the most emotionally intense, honest conversation he had ever had with Jones in their 6 years of friendship. 6 years. 6 years. High school, so they met in grade 7. Senior of high school. Tyler sat next to Josh in history again. Ooh, yep. This is the important conversation in which I kind of based the entire story. This is where it starts. I wanted to see you, Josh replied. He looked down so Tyler could not see he was blushing. Just gonna give you this look. Come on, somebody come. I'm sad and lonely. Help. I really shouldn't have done this. You could have told me, Tyler mentioned. I've got problems, Josh blurted out. Lots of problems. Like anxiety, depression. You're not alone, Dunn, Tyler replied. You're not alone, Dunn. That's the key line. That's the last thing. Okay, so at the end of every Kotev story, you can see this. There's a little footnote thing, and I chose "You're not alone, Dunn." I wrote that line before. I wrote that conversation in before I published the first chapter. And it happens in chapter 2. Josh went to band after lunch after a lunch spent with just him and Jones. Josh loved band. He'd always loved music and had personal drum lessons on Saturdays. Josh didn't notice this coming to band all the times before, but he saw Tyler at the piano. Josh had some courage and went up to talk to him. Hey, he said, and that was all he could see. That doesn't make sense. I forget why I wrote that. Done. Didn't think this would happen, but I think you're good at those drums, Tyler replied. He went back to looking at the piano and started to play. He played a song Josh hadn't heard before and then started to sing. Am I allowed to sing in this video? Yes, I say so. This is my video. I walk to you, rainbows from you. Can you wash me? Can you drown me? What song are you playing? Josh asked, because it sounds amazing. It's called Drown, Tyler stated. I wrote it myself. Wow, Josh exclaimed. You seem more invested in this than you are in basketball. I don't want basketball. Tyler's face went shocked after what he just said. He hadn't told that to anyone before. Not even his family. Most definitely not his family. His family wanted the scholarships in sports because somehow they knew that academic scholarships were harder to get. Had to make 500 shots in the hoop in their driveway as a kid. That's a random fact that I learned. Oh, somebody come, I'm lonely. Not even my friends will show up. Sorry. I'm very sick right now. So sorry. He told him he didn't want that. It'd be like telling him he was gay. That's a joke. Because this is the gay fanfic. This isn't helping. I probably shouldn't have done this. Josh walked over to the drums and they had class. This next sequence, I have no clue why I put it in there. I think I want to make the story longer. 2 pages. So I wrote this. Josh got in his car and went to pick up Ashley and Abigail. How was your day? He asked them as they got. They'd always been told to say their day was good. Why, though? It's supposed to say you're good when you're not. I was feeling and said, good, my day was good. Because that always happens. Okay, I'm gonna cut this off at half an hour because no one's showing up. So I'm gonna finish this chapter and see where we are. What happened? Josh asked. Nothing much, said Ashley. I'm watching Shrek in English class, replied Abigail. I always had these bland responses. And come to think of it, said Josh. He would say it was good, nothing much happened. Did he teach his sisters this? Was he teaching his brother too? Josh felt guilty and guilty of something he wasn't sure yet. Oh, by the way, the Shrek in English class thing, that's something I actually did. Like my English teacher. Like this Shrek. I think she was trying to be cool or something, but she didn't realize that Shrek was a joke at this point. But yeah, it was for like flat night. As usual, Josh was up until 2 a.m. just thinking. Praying about the next day, feeling guilty, which he knew was perfectly normal. He thought about Tyler. Why Tyler? He had no importance to Josh, not ever. Now he's spending his supposed to be sleeping time thinking about him. The only other person who ever happened by that spot was Jones. He had a crush on her in 7th grade. That's when they met. Because I said 6 years, and that's 7th grade. Then Jones came out and told she was lesbian. Josh and Tyler was gay or bi or something. The only thing that Josh was at that point was confused. Tyler seemed like the perfect person. You shouldn't trust a perfect person. The title of this chapter was "The Perfect Person," a line from Playboy that I managed to fit into the thing. I'm feeling kind of sad because no one's on here right now. So, bye. Bye. That's sad. I hope that if anyone watches this after the fact, at least there won't be any top chat replay for you. Bye.